Speaker, sir. I need not take this time again. All my previous speakers have highlighted so many things about safeguarding the rights of the indigenous people. But I want to share a few thoughts about protecting ourselves from waiting, not from the immigrants, so-called Indias, or the outsiders. We have 17 recognized tribes. Some are Nagas, but there are a few of them who are called non-Nagas, indigenous tribals of Nagaland. And we have another category called non-Naga indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland, the Gorkhas, who were recognized in 1974 order of the Home Department of Nagaland, where those who settled in Nagaland before 31st of 1940, 166 families were recognized as indigenous non-Naga inhabitants of Nagaland. Well, my point here is we need to protect ourselves from waiting too. If the government can come out with an order to all the recognized villages, to all the tribes, to maintain the birth record in the villages within 1 month of birth, and also to record all the death within 1 month or within 1 year, and these records need to be submitted to the nearest administrative center, so that if it is done yearly from each village, birth and death record, I'm sure in 10 years' time, we'll be 80 to 90% ready with the census. That is what I want to say, one point. The other point being, if our friends, the Garo friends, if anyone come and apply for ST certificate, I'm sure if we have this compulsory 1 month birth certificate, it can be referred to that old record, whether such person, if applying at the age of employable age, whether his name was there 25 years back, 24 years back, which the administrative has already recorded. If not, then we cannot issue such certificate. So we have our Cookie brothers. We know the situation now. And many may come and ask for such things. So if government can come up with an order to have birth records and death records and submit to the nearest administration within, yearly. However, the record in the villages should be monthly. And another point I want to highlight here is about the Gorkhas. You see, whenever they go for school admission, they have to produce the certificates. They cannot produce ST certificate. They don't have proper indigenous certificate, apart from this official order of 1974. So they're facing lots of problems. Moreover, for the other tribes, we say 31st December 1963, before whoever comes. But for these few 166 families, it is 1940. Their grandfathers had settled in Nagaland 18 up to 1940. The record is only 166 families. And their birth record was supposed to be recorded in the nearest Deputy Commissioner's office. However, it was not recorded from 1982 to 2016. And still it is pending with a member of around 1,412. If this matter can be looked into, if they belong to the 166 families. And I want to also highlight a little bit about their grievances. We are not entitled for OBC. We are entitled only for ST, not even for SC. So if our government can recommend the OBC status for these Gorkhas. It will not disturb our employment system. It will not disturb our SD reservation in the central, but they can avail OBC in the center, and such certificate may be issued with the purpose for only central service, not for the state service. And today, I also would like to request if, like before, the Nepalese used to have a program in the All India Radio, which is no more. If that can be entertained, that if their language can be part of the radio, All India Radio program. Thank you so much for this time. And as I said, I would like to repeat once more, especially the birth certificate to be recorded monthly, within 1 month of birth, so that if that is submitted to the administration yearly, in 10 years' time, we'll be ready with 80 to 90% of census. Thank you so much.